Hey coin lovers and collectors, welcome back to the channel where we turn pocket change into treasure. Today, we're unlocking the secrets of a coin you probably see all the time but may never have thought twice about, the 1980 60 Lincoln penny. It's tiny, it's coppery, and it might just be worth more than you think. We're diving into its fascinating history, its collector value, some rare errors, and the shocking amount of money it represents in total circulation. So grab your magnifying glass and let's begin the hunt. The journey of the Lincoln penny began in 1909, a year that marked the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth. To honor this milestone, the U.S. Mint introduced a brand new design, created by Victor David Brenner. For the first time in American history, a real person, not a symbol, appeared on a coin. From 1909 to 1958, the reverse featured two wheat stalks, earning it the name Wheat Penny. In 1959, the reverse changed to the Lincoln Memorial, commemorating 150 years since Lincoln's birth. And this is the design you'll find on the 1980 60 penny. By 1986, the Lincoln cent had been in production for 77 years, evolving through design changes, metal compositions, and minting techniques. The 1980 60 Lincoln penny features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln facing right. The word Liberty appears on the left, the motto "In God We Trust" arches over his head, and the date 1986 is on the right, just above the D Mint mark, indicating it was struck at the Denver Mint. The reverse displays the Lincoln Memorial, and if you look closely, you can actually spot the tiny statue of Lincoln sitting inside the memorial. Surrounding this structure are the words United States of America at the top, E pluribus unum just above the building, and 1 cent across the bottom. This design remained in use until 2008, when the Mint introduced a series of new reverses for Lincoln's 200th birthday in 2009. In 1986, the Denver Mint struck an incredible number of Lincoln cents. More than 4.4 billion 1980 60 pennies were produced. That's 42, 866, 698 coins, to be exact. If you laid them out side by side, they would stretch over 68,000 miles, nearly 3 times around the Earth. In terms of monetary value, that's over $44 million worth of 1 cent coins from just one mint in a single year. And yes, many of those pennies are still out there, in pockets, jars, drawers, and maybe even in your wallet right now. This coin is not rare in quantity, but it has hidden gems among its billions. Most 1980 60 pennies are worth only their face value, 1 cent. But if you find one in uncirculated condition, the value can increase significantly. A circulated 1980 60 penny is generally worth 1 cent. An uncirculated example in mint states 63 to 65 can be worth $1 to $5. A coin graded MS67 read by a professional grading service can sell for $20 to $50 or more, especially if it has great luster and no spots or damage. And that's not all. If you find a rare mint error, the value can skyrocket. Even among the billions of coins made in 1986, mistakes still happened. And for collectors, those errors are like gold. Here are the top errors to watch out for in your 1980 60 pennies. 1. Double die obverse, DDO. Look for doubling on the date, Liberty, or the motto "In God We Trust." If you spot strong doubling, the coin could be worth $50 to $250 or more. 2. Off-center strike. If the coin design is visibly shifted to one side, that's an off-center error. The more extreme the shift, the higher the value, from $10 to over $100. 3. Clipped planchet. This is where a piece of the coin appears missing from the edge due to a cutting error. A clipped planchet from 1980 60 can be worth $25 to $75. 4. BI error. A die break between the B and E in Liberty forms what looks like the letter I. It's a fun and collectible error, valued at $5 to $25, depending on visibility. 5. Zinc rot. Since the 1980 60 penny is made of zinc coated in copper, some coins suffer from bubbling or corrosion due to moisture damage. While not valuable, it's a notable result of the material change in the 1980s. If you're serious about coin collecting, it pays to look closely. A magnifying glass and good lighting can make all the difference. You might ask, why care about such a common coin? The answer is simple. Every coin has a story, and the 1980 60 penny tells one of massive production, changing metals, and hidden value. It represents a key era in American coinage, when the U.S. Mint had fully switched from copper to copper-plated zinc due to rising metal costs. It's part of the long-standing Lincoln Memorial series, and it remains a great way for beginner collectors to build a set or search for valuable varieties. For historians, it's a symbol of the mid-1980s economy and mass production. For treasure hunters, it's a potential source of overlooked value hiding in plain sight. So the next time you come across a 1980 60 penny, don't just toss it into your change jar. Take a closer look. That little copper coin could be a mint state beauty or even a rare error worth far more than 1 cent. With over 4.4 billion minted, the 1980 60 penny is everywhere. But that also means there are hidden treasures just waiting to be found. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and ring the bell so you never miss a coin collecting adventure. And tell us in the comments, have you ever found a rare 1980 60 penny? Or do you have one in mint condition? Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, every coin counts. Would you like me to now create a custom YouTube thumbnail, a click-worthy video title, or a list of SEO-optimized tags for this 1980 60 penny video? Just let me know and I'll make them for you. Welcome back to the channel where coins are more than just pocket change. They're stories, history, and sometimes even treasure. Today, we're unlocking the secrets behind a very common but surprisingly fascinating coin, the 1984 1-cent coin, also known as the 1984 Lincoln penny. It might be sitting in your change jar right now, but what if I told you that some 1984 pennies are worth way more than just 1 cent? In this video, we'll explore the history, real collector value, rare errors, and the massive worth of this coin in circulation. So sit tight and get ready, because this penny is full of surprises. To truly understand the 1984 penny, we need to go back to 1909, the year the Lincoln cent was introduced by the United States Mint. That year marked the 100th anniversary of President Abraham Lincoln's birth, and he became the first real person ever featured on a U.S. coin. The coin's designer was Victor David Brenner, and his portrait of Lincoln remains on the penny to this very day. Originally, the coin had a wheat ear reverse, but in 1959, that was replaced by the Lincoln Memorial design, which stayed in place until 2008. So by the time we arrive at 1984, the Lincoln penny had already been in circulation for 75 years. A living piece of American history passed from hand to hand every single day. The 1984 penny follows the design standard of the Lincoln Memorial series. On the obverse, you'll see Lincoln's bust facing right, with "In God We Trust" along the top, Liberty on the left, and the year 1984 on the right. Below the year, you might find a small D mint mark for coins struck in Denver, or no mint mark at all if it was minted in Philadelphia. There were no proof pennies made in San Francisco in 1984, so you won't see any with an S mint mark from this year. The reverse of the coin features the detailed Lincoln Memorial with the inscriptions United States of America across the top, E pluribus unum just above the memorial, and 1 cent along the bottom. In terms of composition, the 1984 penny was made of copper-plated zinc, a major shift from the solid bronze coins minted before 1982. This cost-saving change helped the U.S. Mint keep production costs low, but it also led to a new generation of coin errors. Let's talk about the numbers, and they're massive. The U.S. Mint produced billions of 1984 1-cent coins that year. Philadelphia Mint produced more than 8.15 billion pennies. Denver Mint produced more than 5.57 billion. This gives us a grand total of over 13.7 billion pennies struck in 1984 alone. That makes the 1984 penny one of the highest minted coins in U.S. history. At face value, that's over $137 million in 1-cent coins circulating from just 1 year. These coins have been used in countless purchases, passed through millions of hands, and today they still show up in pocket change, drawers, and coin jars across the country. Although they may seem common, the volume of these coins means that rare errors, high-grade examples, and unique variations are still hiding in plain sight, waiting to be found. So what is the 1984 penny really worth today? If your 1984 penny is circulated, meaning it has been used and has wear, it is typically only worth 1 cent. But in uncirculated condition, it becomes more desirable to collectors. Asterisk A 1984 no mint mark penny in mint state 65 condition can be worth $1 to $3. Asterisk A 1984 D penny from Denver in mint state condition may sell for $2 to $5. Asterisk coins with full red luster and no blemishes can bring even higher prices from collectors seeking premium examples. But the real money lies in the errors, and this is where the 1984 penny becomes something truly special. The 1984 Lincoln penny is famous for a unique and highly collectible minting error known as the double-ear Lincoln. This error happened when the die used to strike the coin was improperly manufactured, resulting in doubling on Lincoln's ear. It's not your typical blurry double die, this one is sharp, clear, and easy to spot with a magnifying glass. The 1984 double-ear penny is worth much more than a regular coin. Asterisk in average circulated condition, it can bring $30 to $50. Asterisk in uncirculated grades, values can range from $100 to over $250. Asterisk a top-grade example in certified mint state could be worth up to $500 or more. If you find a 1984 penny, take a close look at Lincoln's ear. That small doubling could turn a penny into a valuable prize. In addition to the double-ear variety, the 1984 penny is known to have other collectible errors. Here are a few to watch out for. 1. Off-center strikes. Coins where the design is noticeably shifted can be worth $20 to $100. 2. Clipped planchets. A portion of the coin may be missing due to a miscut, adding $25 to $75 in value. 3. Die cracks or cuds. Raised lines or blobs of extra metal can make your penny unique and collectible. 4. Double die reverses. Though rarer for this year, any doubling in the Lincoln memorial or lettering should be closely examined. These errors were born from the mechanical challenges of minting billions of coins, and collectors love them for their rarity and distinctiveness. The 1984 Lincoln cent is more than just a coin, it's a piece of American history. It represents a time when coin composition was changing, minting technology was evolving, and hidden gems like the double-ear Lincoln were created by accident. For beginners, it's a great way to start a collection. For advanced collectors, it presents an exciting challenge to find high-grade specimens and elusive errors. And for everyone, it's a reminder that even the smallest coin can hold tremendous value. So the next time you see a 1984 penny, don't just toss it aside. Flip it over, look closely, and examine the details. Because this small copper coin could be a doorway into history, and maybe even a collectible worth hundreds of dollars. Thanks so much for joining me today. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1984 Lincoln penny, please give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and tap the notification bell so you never miss another coin collecting story. And don't forget to comment below, have you ever found a 1984 double-ear penny or any other rare coin in your pocket change? Let's talk coins in the comments. Until next time, keep searching, keep collecting, and remember, every coin counts. Would you like me to create a custom YouTube thumbnail, SEO-optimized title, or a set of viral video tags for this 1984 penny video? Let me know, and I'll make those next. Sure! Below is your full-length, high-quality YouTube video script about the 1989 1-cent coin, also known as the 1989 Lincoln penny. This script includes everything your viewers want to know: the coin's history, design details, real value, and its incredible worth in circulation. It's written in a captivating and informative style that works perfectly for long-form YouTube content. Clapperboard YouTube video script. 1989 1-cent coin. Hidden treasures, true value, and a powerful story of American change. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel that uncovers the stories behind the coins in your pocket. Today, we're unlocking the secrets of a very common but often overlooked coin, the 1989 1-cent coin, better known as the Lincoln penny. You might think it's just another penny, but this coin carries a rich legacy, incredible mintage figures, hidden era varieties, and potential collector value you should not ignore. So buckle up and join me on this journey as we explore the story, value, and big worth behind the 1989 penny. The story of the 1989 penny starts way back in 1909, when the United States Mint introduced the Lincoln cent to honor the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. This made it the very first U.S. coin to feature a real person, breaking away from symbolic figures like Lady Liberty. Victor David Brenner, a sculptor, designed the iconic profile of Lincoln that still appears on the obverse of the penny today. The coin has changed materials and reverse designs over the years, but Lincoln's face has remained a powerful and lasting tribute. From 1909 through 1958, the reverse of the coin featured wheat stalks. Then in 1959, to celebrate 150 years since Lincoln's birth, the Lincoln Memorial design was introduced and remained until 2008. That brings us to 1989, a year that marks 30 years since the Lincoln Memorial first appeared on the coin, and a pivotal moment as the country moved toward the final decade of the 20th century. The 1989 Lincoln penny features the classic portrait of Abraham Lincoln on the front, facing right. Above his head is the motto "In God We Trust." To the left of Lincoln is the word liberty, and to the right is the year 1989. Just below the year, you'll either find a D mint mark for Denver, or no mint mark if it was minted in Philadelphia. The reverse side of the coin displays the majestic Lincoln Memorial, along with the inscriptions United States of America across the top, E pluribus unum above the memorial, and 1 cent across the bottom. Like all pennies minted after 1982, the 1989 penny was made of copper-plated zinc, which is 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. This was a shift from the original bronze composition used in earlier decades, as rising metal prices forced the U.S. Mint to use more affordable materials. The U.S. Mint produced an astonishing number of 1-cent coins in 1989. The Philadelphia Mint produced over 7.26 billion coins. The Denver Mint produced over 5.34 billion coins. The San Francisco Mint produced about 3 million proof coins for collectors. That gives us a grand total of over 12.6 billion 1989 pennies minted in a single year. Let that sink in. Over 12 billion coins, each worth 1 cent, gives us a total face value of more than $126 million still circulating or stored in jars, wallets, and drawers across the United States and beyond. This massive circulation means there are still countless 1989 pennies out there today, many in average condition, but some in uncirculated or error condition that could hold surprising value. Now let's get into the big question: what is a 1989 penny worth today? The majority of 1989 pennies that have been circulated are only worth their face value, 1 cent. However, if you find a penny in mint state, meaning it's never been used and shows no signs of wear, it can be worth more. A 1989 no mint mark penny in mint state 65 condition can be worth around $1 to $3. A 1989 D penny from Denver in the same condition may sell for $2 to $5. A proof 1989 S penny, made for collectors only, can range from $3 to $10, depending on condition and cameo contrast. But there's more. Some 1989 pennies with errors or unusual minting mistakes can be worth much more than that. Error coins are rare and can be extremely valuable to collectors. Here are a few known error types found on 1989 pennies that are worth hunting for. 1. Off-center strike. If part of the design is missing or shifted to one side, the coin may be worth $20 to $150 depending on how off-center it is. 2. Double die obverse. Look carefully at the date, liberty, and motto. If the letters or numbers appear doubled, this could be a true double die error, which might bring in $100 to over $300. 3. Clipped planchet. A coin that appears to be missing a curved portion of the edge, caused during cutting, can be worth $30 to $75. 4. Die cracks or cuds. These are raised lumps of metal or missing portions of the design caused by damaged dies. Such coins can sell for $10 to $50 depending on visibility and size. These errors are rare, but they are out there, and you won't know unless you check each coin closely. Even though the 1989 penny may not be a headline-grabbing rarity, it plays a big role in the story of modern U.S. coinage. It represents the end of a decade, the height of the copper-plated zinc era, and the continuing presence of Lincoln's legacy on American currency. For collectors, this coin is part of a long and rewarding series, the Lincoln Memorial Cents. Completing a full set from 1959 to 2008 is a satisfying challenge, and the 1989 coin is an essential part of that journey. It's also a great coin for beginners to start with. Affordable, widely available, and full of potential, both historical and financial. So what did we learn today? The 1989 1-cent coin might be easy to overlook, but behind that little copper color is a wealth of history, an important place in American culture, and potentially a valuable addition to any coin collection. With over 12 billion coins minted, it remains one of the most widely circulated coins in U.S. history. And while most are worth just a cent, a few rare errors or mint state examples can bring in real value for collectors. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the 1989 penny, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell so you never miss another coin collecting adventure. And tell us in the comments, have you ever found a 1989 penny with an error? Or do you have one in mint condition? We'd love to hear your story. Until next time, remember, keep searching, keep collecting, and never underestimate the value of a single cent.